A new helpline is being launched to provide mental health support for Muslim youth by PennyAppeal's Child CEO. She wants to create a place for young people to seek support on a range of issues without judgment.
Well, Shakira Rahman is with us now in the studio, along with the head of the Muslim Youth Help Team, Hinna Zafar. Welcome to you both. You're described as a mini CEO. This project, where did the idea come from to have this helpline specifically for young Muslims?
So I think there's a lot of helplines already out there, and this helpline is just here to help support that, because you know you can never get enough of helplines, and there's so many children it starts from 11 to 24, and there's so many children who are in need of that, and that's why we decided to help with those problems that children are facing.
And what problems are they facing, Hinna, that are sort of specific to Muslim youth?
So, of course, they're going through, a lot of bullying, they're experiencing exam pressure, there's body image concerns out there, there's relationship issues, and, of course, they're not sort of limited to young Muslim people. The helpline is not exclusive. We do try to target young Muslims, but we're open to all.
And Shakira, as a Muslim young person, would you say that you've experienced specific problems because of your background and your faith that others might not have, and you need those dealt with in a specific way?
Well, personally, I don't, but I can still understand where they're coming from, because I have people who I know who do come from that background, so I'd still be able to have that cultural connection and understand them.
I mean, it's interesting, isn't it, the idea, Hinna, that this idea of a safe space, where some of these issues that perhaps are a bit taboo to mention at home can be talked about with someone who is just going to listen and not judge you.
Yes, and of course, at the same time, being on the phone with somebody, it adds that added layer of confidentiality, anonymity. Young people don't have to give their name when they give us a call. Our helpline team can provide them with a contact code, so it's completely anonymous for them, providing that safe space, like you've just said, and a lot of empathy and a non-judgmental approach.
And how popular has it been so far?
We're yet to launch.
Oh, you haven't launched yet?
We haven't launched yet.
This week, isn't it?
Yes.
How have you identified the need, though? So I'm interested to find out how you established that this is something that's absolutely needed. I mean, were you getting input from many people saying that you actually need this outlet?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, young people are really good at putting their point of view across, especially after speaking to Shakira. If you put a survey or a questionnaire out there, young people are really, respond really well and let you know exactly what they're after. And we're responding to that exact need in terms of them saying, we need somebody to speak to. We can't speak to parents about these issues. There's a lot of peer pressure, so they don't feel like they can speak to friends. And this is just a service or a resource for them to use, as are many others out there.
I mean, Shakira, I mean, you've said you're fortunate enough not to need this sort of service at the moment, but from people that you have talked to, how much pressure is there, do you think, on young people now to, because of peer pressure and because of what we see in society and perhaps difficult relationships at home? Is this a real problem for young people?
It really is. Like, as I'm a child, I do go to school with people, and I know that children, there's like Childline still, and I mean, I have friends who have spoken to me and said, there's no one really to talk to, and that's why we've made this helpline. I think it's a huge issue, and that's why we're trying to solve that.
OK.
So all launches on October the 10th, is that right?
Yes.
And anyone can call in?
Yes, young people aged 11 to 24.
Brilliant. Shakira and Hinna, thank you so much for coming in to talk to us about it. Thank you.
Thank you.
OK, now I'm sorry that we haven't got very much good news when it comes to the weather for you today, but let's get all the details from Kirsty.